Hello friends, so here we go with the isometric projection, okay, where we will take up a pentagon prism. Okay, so here we have a cone of base 45 and height 65 is placed centrally over the top of a pentagon prism, side 45 and height 35. Okay, so here the side is 35 and height is the side is 45, height is 35. Okay, so 45 and 35, and the cone of base there 45, height is 65. Okay, so these are the things to be noted. So just to have a clear visibility, okay, so I will draw the pentagon on a white sheet. Okay, but in the exam and all, you need to drop it on the grid sheet itself. Okay, just to have a clear idea, so we'll have it on the white sheet. Okay, so now the side is a 45 mm. So now we'll have one pentagon. So the side is 45. So we'll take a 72, 72. Okay, so this is exactly we can have it. Okay, so once this one is done, so as you have to inscribe this one in the rectangle, we just drop a line from each corner. Okay, so like this. So now you can see from here to here. Okay, here to here. So then from here to here, here to here, here to here, then here to here, and here from corner. Okay, so here to here, then here to here. Okay, so this is how exactly canal. So that was not so clearly visible on the grid sheet. So just in order to make sure that it is visible, so we have taken it on the a white sheet. Okay, so now measure from here to here how much it is. It is coming around 44. Okay, so from here to here it is 28. So now from here to here it is coming around 35. Okay, so it will remain same 35. So this is a 45. So from here to here and from here to here it is coming around 15. Okay, so just write 15. Okay, so now we'll measure these both ends from here to here and here to here. So it is coming around 12 and 12. So this is already a 45. Okay, so this is how exactly we can have. So 12, 24 plus 45, it is around 69. So this is 70, so almost equal. So 1 mm difference is there. Just make a note of that one. So then this is a 44. So if you want, you can just measure once again 44. Then from here to here, it is around 28. Okay. So now, so we have to consider the corner 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So this much is needed in order to do that one on the grid sheet. Okay, so now once this one is done, so what I will do, I will keep this one as a reference. Okay, so here itself. Okay, so we'll start the isometric. So we'll have one, just a horizontal line at the bottom. Okay, so as usual we'll take one point here. Okay, so we'll move from here. Okay, so first is a 44, so we'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, so around 44. Okay, so 1 is remaining, so 28. So from here to here it is 6, so 26 plus 2, so 28. So here we have only one corner, so this corner will get here. Okay, next we need to move that perpendicular to that one. There's a 35, so from here 1, 2, 3, so 35 will get it here. Okay, so next again 35, from here to here 5, 1, 2, 3 will get it here. Okay, so again, so we are here. Okay, so again from here it's a 28. Okay, so from here it's a 28. So 28 means here to here we have taken 1, so 21 plus 8 will take it here. So on the same line. Okay, so we'll get it on the same point. You can just check it out here. So we'll get it on the same point. Next it is a 44. Okay, so from here, so we got some 3, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we'll get it here. Okay, you can check it out back on the same line. Okay, back on a same line. Next on this one, so we have a 12 here. So 10 and a 12 here. So from here 10 and a 12 here. So we'll get 8. So 18, 28, 38 plus around 6 or 7. Okay, so it will come 45. Okay, so this is how exactly we can match the things from the 2D drawing. Okay, so we have taken from here, right? So we moved 44, first one. Next we moved 28. Okay, so then we have taken a 90-degree turn. We have taken 35, then 35. Okay, then we move out 28, then 44. Okay, so then 12, then 45, then 12. Okay, so when this one is done, so this 2D diagram now not needed, but you do this one on the grid sheet itself because this carries a marks. Okay, so now on this one we have a edge. So on this one we have a corner. Okay, so again on this one we have a corner. So again here we have a corner. So here we have a edge. Like this. Okay, so now midpoint of this one here. So now just drop a thin line from here to here. Okay, so measure any one edge here to here. It is coming around 42, so it's a 21 midpoint. We just join. Okay, so this is the center. Okay, so now the height of that one they have given it's a 35. So from each corner you need to take a 35. Say for example, if we start from here, okay, so we need to take a 35, 1, 2, 3 and 35. So have a thin line, 35. Okay, so from here, so if you're not able to get exact location, so you can just say, okay, so from here 1, 2, 3, 3.5 pass, measure with the scale. Okay, how much it is? So 1, 2, 3, 3.5, it is coming around 29. You can just keep a scale perpendicular here. Okay, so you can just take the measurement as a 29. Okay, so from each corner, but it should be perpendicular. Okay, so like this. Now if you just check it out, so you will get exactly similar, like you can just so what we did, so if you are not going to get a proper corners to make the 35, so you can just measure from any 1 2 3 35, measure with the actual scale how much it is 35. Okay, so 1 2 3, so 35, it is coming around 29. So from each corner you just drop a 29. Okay, so 29. So now you will get the ends here. So now you can check it out. If the lines are not coming in a same vertical this parallel line, so it is wrong. Okay, so now the things are coming in a proper way, so you can just join to the each corner like this. Okay, so this is how exactly a prism will be visible. So again, from the center, okay, so you can just take a 29. So here we are going to get the center. Okay, so this is the center of a pentagon. So when this one is done, now we need to have a cone on this one. So cone of base diameter is a they have given it's the base diameter is a 45. Okay, so 45 means you need to have a square equal to the 45 here. So this is the center. So in order to construct that one, so what we can do is we can have a two lines. Okay, so one like this and one more perpendicular to that one, like this. Okay, so when this one is done, now so 44 divided by 2. Okay, so the diameter, so we'll convert that one to the radius, it is 22.5. so now start moving 22.5 from the center. Okay, so from here if you take so this is around 2, so 22 means it will come here. Okay, so again from here this much is somewhat around 8, so 18, so 4 22 will take it here. Okay, so again here 1 2 22 and off here. Okay, so again here 1 2 22 and off here. Okay, means you need to move 22 and off from each lines, okay, which we have drawn. Again from each end again you have to move 22 and off, so 1 2 22 and off. Okay, so again 1 2 22 and off. Okay, so now from here 22 and off is done, so from here it is 8. Okay, so 18 plus 4, so you can just check it out, it will come on a same line. So from here now 1 2 22 and off. Okay, now you just check it out, if you move from here 45 45 45 45. Okay, so just we'll see once again so how we have done this one. Okay, so we have located the center of the pentagon and we have drawn two plus mark symbols. Okay, then on that line we moved 22 and off 22 and off 22 and off 22 and off. Again from each point you have to move in either way. Okay, to the right to the left, 22 and off 22 and off 22 and off 22 and off, and from you just take it out from any one point move, you will get a 22 and off square. Okay, so now you just drop a square. Make sure that all lines run parallel. Okay, so now we have a square. For this one, in order to construct the base, so we have like a horizontal diagonal first one, and from the corner nearby to the midpoint, already we have located the midpoint, we just join like this. Okay, so now from here you just drop the arc. Okay, so this is how exactly the base of a cone is visible. So now the height is 65. So from the center, okay, so 65 means 1 2 3 4 5 6, so 65. So now just drop the center line like this. Now join with the tangent. Don't join to the end point, join like a tangent. Okay, so now this cone, from here it is visible like this, so here it is visible, so till here it is visible, so these lines will not be visible, so make it thin. Now then the pentagon prism, so this line is visible, so this line is visible. Okay, oh yes, something is wrong here. Okay, so this line is visible, so from here to here it is visible. Okay, so this line from here to here it is visible, so only this much is visible, this much. Okay, so now this is visible, then this one is visible. Okay, so this is how exactly it is visible. So here it is went wrong because while taking the line as not perpendicular. Okay, so be careful. So here we have drawn a line, so from here we need to take a 29. Okay, so this is how exactly it will be visible. Okay, so a pentagon prism, above that one there is a cone. Okay, so how we need to do? First we need to take a we need to construct a pentagon. Okay, so like this, and we need to inscribe this one with the rectangle, and we need to measure each ends. Then from each end you have to take the same reference. Okay, so then from each corner you take the height, that is 35 mm. Okay, so once that one is done, so from the center, so you have to construct a square equal to the diameter. Okay, that is 45, so we need to move 22 and half surrounding. Okay, then you need to construct the base. So from the center you take the height, then drop like a tangent. Okay, drop like a tangent, then you make the things visible. So base here 2 lines. Okay, so these lines will be visible, and this side will be visible, so this side, and these lines till here intersection of the cone will be visible to you. Okay, so thank you.